Grouping of living things. Recognize that living things can be grouped in different ways. Describe how living things are classified into groups. Give reasons for classifying plants and animals based on specific characteristics. Explore and use classification keys to help group identify and name living things. The world is full of many different types of animals. Some swim, some fly, some breathe air, and some breathe underwater. Some have skeleton and others don't. They help us to understand the differences between the animals of the world. Scientists classify or sort animals into different groups according to the characteristics they share. The two largest groups of animals are vertebrates and invertebrates. Vertebrates are animals that have spine, and invertebrates are animals that do not have spine. Most of the animals in the world are invertebrates. Some examples of invertebrates are octopus or squid, insects, arachnids, starfish, sea urchin, jellyfish, crabs, lobster, and many more. On land, most invertebrates are fairly small, but in water they may grow to much larger sizes, as the water will support them even without a skeleton. Vertebrates make them less than 5% of the animals of all species of the world. But if I asked you to choose an animal, you would probably choose invertebrate. Vertebrates are divided into different classes or groups. Several of these classes are specific types of fish. For example, jawless fish like lampreys and hagfish. Cartilaginous fish like shark and rays. For simplicity's sake, other classes of fish are lumped together, bony fish, just called fish. The four remaining classes of vertebrates are all very familiar: amphibians, reptiles, birds, and mammals. Let's look up the characteristic of an animal that make animal a fish. Fish live underwater and they can breathe underwater. They use gills, not lungs, to get the water around them. Fish have scales and fin. They are cold-blooded, which means that they cannot maintain their body temperature according to the environment, which changes on the basis of environment around them. Most fish also lay eggs. Amphibians are the group of people that includes frogs, salamander, toads, newts, and more. Amphibians, like fish, are cold blooded animals. Unlike fish, amphibians can live on water and inland, and it has smooth, moist skin. Amphibians can lay their jelly covered delicate eggs underwater. When the eggs hatch, the young may not look like their parents because some amphibians must go through metamorphosis, a big change, to become an adult. Aside from some fish, amphibians are the only vertebrates that undergo metamorphosis. Reptiles you might know are snakes, turtles, crocodiles, and lizards. Fish and amphibians, reptiles are cold blooded. Unlike them, reptiles are air breathing animals and they cannot breathe underwater. Even reptiles that live underwater must come to the surface to breathe. You can tell animal as reptile, not amphibian, if they have dry, scaly skin. Most reptiles lay eggs, but their eggs are very different from the eggs that has been laid by fish or amphibians. Their eggs are laid out of the water and had protective shells. For the most part, reptiles' eggs are soft and have leathery shells. Birds are easy to recognize. They are the only type of animals in the world that have feathers. Like reptiles, birds can only breathe air. All birds have two legs. All birds have wings also. But not all birds fly. Unlike fish, amphibians, and reptiles, birds are warm blooded. That means that they can maintain a constant body temperature. They lay eggs, but unlike the eggs of reptiles, their eggs have hard shells. The last group of mammals we are going to talk about is mammals. Mammals are the group of animals that humans belong to. Like birds, mammals are warm blooded animals and breathe air. Even mammals that live under the water must come to the surface to breathe. All mammals have at least some fur or hair, although some have less than others. Almost all mammals give birth to live young ones. And all mammals feed their babies milk. And a fun fact about mammals that mammals are the only animals that have ears that stick out. The animal kingdom has been classified into many groups based on their characteristics. And this classification helps us to understand the world around us. Seeing an animal invertebrate, a vertebrate, fish, amphibians, reptiles, birds, mammals says a lot of things about animals and help us to understand its needs and behavior. So we have studied today grouping living things in different ways. All living things can be put into one or three main groups. Animals, key feature, cannot produce their own food. Plants, key feature, produce their own food. Microorganism, key feature, very small. Animals can be grouped into vertebrates, which have a backbone, invertebrates, which don't have a backbone. Now it's the time for your test. Here are some characteristics that have been shown. See from the characteristic and guess the group.